Hi, everybody. It's Mel and me for our Monday morning special. I had the electrician here this morning.
Tea.
Uh,
This
he,
is the real tea. One of our people from Sedona in Hawaii that lived in Hawaii that came sent me this. It's a strawberry pineapple. It's really
I
good.
bet it's delish. Are those beautiful people that brought the lays?
Yeah, weren't those cool?
They are the most fantastic people. I tell you, I've met the most wonderful people.
So did I.
Just gorgeous.
Obviously, I met you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And enough about me. What do you think of me? So you guys, I got the lights fixed because we were worried about starting my cooking show. I wish you lived close to me now. But I got better lights, brighter lights, and I went from halogen to LED, but because apparently the halogen really sucks up the energy.
Yes.
And the guy that was here this morning found the little burnt mark where it blew.
Uh-oh.
It was too hot.
Ooh.
So anyway, I got my lights all fixed. And what else was I going to tell you guys? Oh, and I wanted to tell you guys that I got a email, y'all, during the live. I told you about that. I had a political client that works with the Democrats. She does campaigns, and this is sort of patting me on the back, but I have to mention it. And I said, I thought she said I had an 86% correct rate because her and her people look at what I say. And in the midterms, they were looking at my numbers. And she said, she wrote me last night. She said, hi, Linda, it's me. She said, correction, you're at 89% correct rate. And since you got Biden right, now that's 90%. So I said, thank you. I want to thank the members of the Academy.
Sometimes we miss, but like with the Virginia thing, I missed. Okay.
Missed.
But
I'm not worried. Are you worried?
No.
I'm not worried. In a way, it's kind of okay, because if we kept winning, they were going to start shooting. Let me tell you, that's what they were threatening. Because they were saying it's what was robbery or something. Now, do you see them saying recount?
I always said when the Republicans win, everything's okay.
It's okay.
When the Dems, it's like recount. Now, some people are asking me already if it was rigged and this and that, on the community board. And I don't really think so. I just think that
his grandson, who's a minor, voted twice. Youngkin's grandson voted twice.
Yeah, but that doesn't make the whole thing rigged, though,
Oh, no. I see a bunch of ballots that weren't counted, but I don't think it'll make a difference.
I mean, in Chicago, dead people have been voting for 30 years.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Congratulations, by the way. Huh?
So we missed on one, but like I said before we started, when we get things right, people applaud. We miss on one, and then some people, oh, well, we're not going to listen to you anymore. We're not going to do this. It's like, okay, but look at the things we got right.
Right.
I mean, that same night, a Democrat won New Jersey. It was by a thin margin, but he won.
People were scared on that one too. He wants it recount.
Of course. I think, I do think it's a message that Dems need to get together and not be complacent.
Right.
And start really, I think, taking the offensive and talk about what they're going to do for the American people. Somebody wrote here, and I love what she wrote. If I can find it. Here, this was Mary Motti from Virginia, actually. She said, fear of loss is a greater motivator than desire for gain.
Wow.
And that was a really good lesson. And I think that's a lesson that the Dems need to learn. They act like losers sometimes, even when they win.
I tell you.
So they need to get
when the Republicans lose, they act like they won. And when the Democrats win, they act like they lose.
So you know what, Mary Motti, thank you, because the Dems need to get their heads together, tell the American people what they stand to lose under repubes and what they gain under Dems.
Right.
Period.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be, that election in Virginia doesn't have to be a bellwether of what could happen in the midterms of 2022.
And the history shows only one-term governors.
Right. But I do have to say this, the Democrats, I still see them holding the House and the Senate. But if they don't start becoming more proactive and getting
Right.
it together within the party, more cohesive, then they could very well lose the House.
Well, I was shocked that I don't know why this thing keeps fuzzing out.
It's your beauty.
Oh, thank you. I was shocked that when they brought up the other night that they did this when they went for the, what is our plan that we got now? We're going to start working on the roads and bridges. Anyway, AOC voted no.
I know.
But thank goodness a bunch of Republicans stepped over the line and voted.
13 to be exact.
Can you believe it? Oh, and they're getting a bunch of shite now, but you know.
Well, I think the moderates and the progressives need to get their heads together. One person kind of wrote me something and she said, oh, does that mean then that, the progressives lose on everything? And I said, whoa, compromise does not mean losing. Compromise means working together.
Well, there was a lot of progressives that was so upset Bernie didn't win.
I get it.
But what did I say when he didn't win? I said, he's going to be out there hustling for everybody.
He is.
He's going to make a great, and he voted yes. So
right.
Bernie knows how it works.
I think the Dems need to stop making things a referendum against Trump because it's old already.
Oh, that's what they were saying on some show. Between Obama and that guy, Mccarthy, they must have mentioned Trump's name 32 times. They said it's old already.
Right. I mean, tell the American people, here's what this is going to do for you. Here's what's going on. It's going to create jobs. It's going to do this, right. People in rural areas, better education.
Well, everybody's going to have some sort of internet. People
exactly.
are not going to go in parking lots.
Well, and that's great. But I think that you also have to promise them some kind of jobs. But you know what I think, Linda?
What?
I predict my guides, my intuition, my psychic ability. I got a funny feeling that before the midterms next year, it could be September, October. I'm thinking that Dems might put some sort of stimulus check to people again.
Oh, that's how Biden got in. Right here, I got your $1,200 check. And I'll get shots in the arms if y'all vote for me.
And I think it's going to happen again.
Okay.
I mean, that's my prediction.
Yeah, because people will get out and vote if they know they're getting a check.
And if I'm wrong, don't bite my head off, everybody.
Okay.
Anyway.
So, okay, you said you still had some questions too.
Yeah, I do. I just want to make a comment on Mitch McConnell. I heard him call this the wasting spending bill or something.
Yeah.
And I just love when Mitch McConnell makes the rules, breaks his rules, then makes his rules. Mitch McConnell is living proof that the COVID vaccine does rewire DNA because he got it and it made him look like a turtle.
He's all, he went up there and said, Biden, it looks definitely like because of McCarthy losing. Oh yeah, the Dems are really going downhill. What they need to do is pull all those things off the table. Don't even vote for them.
Exactly.
Don't help the American people. Forget about them.
Oh, just I can't. Mitch McConnell. Anyway.
Wow, and he's going.
He's going.
Who else is going? Is Kevin McCarthy? I could see him exiting stage left.
I had a dream about that he was gone. I just dreamt that he was walking out and he was crying. And then I saw a handcuff around his wrist. And I don't know if that means he's going to get indicted or anything, but whatever. And they were just pulling him away.
Wow.
It was a strong dream.
So, Mel, do you see our DOJ doing something to Bannon?
The answer is yes.
Okay, good.
people are getting tired
We're tired of waiting.
of waiting. But I think part of it is Merrick Garland. He's come out and said that he's not going to let the president, he's not going to let anybody else dictate to him the things that he should investigate or how what he should do with the DOJ.
Right.
And I like that independence.
Right.
He can always be fired, but there was another one, Clark or somebody that went to testify, but he showed, right. And I think what they're going to do with him is offer him he can plead the fifth, but they'll offer him immunity. And so if he doesn't, then cooperate, jail.
Yeah.
I do think Merrick Garland will do something. Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
But what they're trying to do is run out the clock.
Well, they're thinking they're going to take over in midterms.
Exactly.
But boy, are they that could be why you saw Kevin walking away, because I see them all like, for real. Oh my God. And right now they're talking like Biden's numbers are 30-something%. I don't know where they get this information, but it's almost like, and that's why I don't have my shows on. I'm tired of the scare tactics. Watch our show because we're going to make you frightened.
Well, Biden's numbers are low, but they're still higher than Trump's was at the same term in the presidency. I think if they really talk about this infrastructure bill that went through, and I think it passed the House or whatever, I think, and really play that up and market it correctly. If Trump had gotten one iota of those things through, he would have been, it's the greatest thing I've ever done. It's the best thing since popcorn. I think the Dems need to like gussy it up a bit and
right.
Get out there and
that Durham guy.
Oh, the Durham report, isn't that crazy? Witch hunt.
Okay, so they got that guy, they're trying to arrest him or something. Why do I feel this is much ado about nothing?
It's a nothing burger, as you say. Because I think the guy went to the FBI with information.
With all of it.
Yeah, with information he'd gotten from somewhere. So Durham is trying to say that he lied to the FBI. If it goes to court, he's not going to get convicted.
That's what I see, or it'd be very minor misdemeanor or something.
But you know what my guides
are showing me? I think Durham is the one who's in trouble.
You got it. And you know what else my guides are showing me? Ooh. This is going to be a huge boomerang that's going to come right back and hit Durham in the tuchus, in the butt. Thank you.
When I first started reading on Durham, I felt like, uh-oh.
Well, even Bill Barr said there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And Bill Barr liked Trump.
Yeah, but Bill Barr, when I'm reading that book, Peril, he went in and told Trump, sir, you're going to lose. You're going to lose the presidency. You're wearing people out. You can't ask the Supreme Court to get rid of Obamacare in the middle of a pandemic.
No,
like, what the hell are you thinking?
It's like putting screen doors on the Titanic. Hello.
but so, by the way, I'm still waiting on Trump's greatest health plan in the world.
Oh, I know. I've got the greatest health plan. Where is it? But anyway, I think it's going to be a boomerang with the Durham thing, because here's, you and I have predicted that the Mueller report wasn't done. It was just kind of put on the back burner for a while. Yeah. And I think this
they were on him. They were giving him hell.
And I think this is going to boomerang the Durham thing. The boomerang will hit him in the butt. And I think it's going to revive the whole Mueller report.
I've always seen the Mueller report out in the front again.
That's right. So, and I think they might use that to help clear this guy's name that they just arrested or indicted.
Okay. So do you think when midterms come, that's when we get even more abilities to start throwing these people in the can?
Even more what? I'm sorry?
Because we'll have a higher percentage of Dems in, will that give us, and also if we win again, won't that give us the ability to be able to say nonsense to all of you?
That's correct.
You did this wrong and it's not right.
That's right.
Not that Dems are perfect.
The things that scares me though, and I still see the Dems holding it, but it could very easily change if the Dems don't start they got to start taking the offensive. They've got to start getting it together.
Exactly.
But and if, God forbid, the Republicans take over the House, then they're going to put an end to the January 6th commission.
Oh,
but,
God.
but I don't see that happening.
I don't see it either. So what kind of question did you get, my friend?
All righty. Well, I like this one. Do you see a mega tsunami hitting the east coast from the La Palma volcano, causing a part of the island falling into the Atlantic Ocean?
I was asked that before too.
I'm sorry?
I was asked that question before too.
Well, that's in the Canary Islands, I think.
Yeah.
I do see a landslide, from the volcano, but not part of the island. It's a landslide.
I didn't see any tsunami.
But if it's a tsunami, it's not going to be huge.
No.
Anyway, let's see. Let me take a look here. Oh, I like this. Hi, Mel and Linda. What do you think it will take for the Democrats to get some backbone and start standing up to the Republicans and calling them out for their lies? Losing Virginia?
Yeah. 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 It's almost like we get slapped and we don't react.
I know. It's
They're
like
so underhanded, such low blow. But what's going to happen is we're going to be voting again, and people like that Marjorie Taylor Greene and everybody, they're going to be packing their bags.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's going to be gone.
They keep giving her, I think she's $50,000 fines already for not wearing a mask.
Somebody asked about that, and they said, how can they force her to pay? And somebody replied, they just take it out of her paycheck for being in the house.
Yeah.
I wish they'd add interest on it.
Yeah. Yeah. So what else you got, my friend?
Well, here's a good one. Hi, Mel and Linda. Love you guys. This is Justin's mom, it says. My question, why did 6 Dems vote against President Biden's agenda?
Oh, yeah, I know. They wanted something else on there and they decided they were gonna, but let me tell you something, and you can tell me if you feel the same thing. I'm almost feeling like for some opposition to it, they voted no, but they knew they had enough votes.
You're right about that. Absolutely.
Even Pelosi might have said, well, that's okay, because we've got these 13 Republicans. So go ahead. If you want to make a protest vote, go ahead.
And that's exactly what it was, a protest vote. I wonder if it was the progressives that voted against it. I don't know which 6 it was.
Well, I know it was AOC.
I'm sorry?
I know it was AOC.
I don't know what AOC is.
Hold on 1 second. What Dems voted no? It'd be help if I spelled voted right. Damn. My fingers are so fat. I kept hitting a B. Okay.
I do that a lot.
Yeah, I keep hitting the wrong. Did you upgrade to the new thing, or do you have iPhone?
Yes, and it's like, I
don't know what's going on. You get used to something.
I'm talking to you right now on my laptop, but I've got my cell phone here with me so I can read the questions on my community board, and the upgrades got me all discombobulated.
The way you search for things is all.
I know, it's crazy. But anyway, so Justin's mom, while you're looking for that, says, will they also vote against it with the reconciliation bill? And I don't feel they will.
Yeah, you're right. 13 voted yes.
Mm-hmm.
Representative Jamal Bowman of New York, Cori Bush of Missouri, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, that's AOC, of New York, Elon Omar of Minnesota, Ayanna Pressley of Massachusetts, and Rashida Tlaib of Michigan.
They were probably progressive.
They're progressive.
I think the reason they didn't vote for it is because they didn't get all their progressive agenda in there. There were things they wanted. It was a
Yeah.
protest vote. But people have got to learn that protest votes can cost elections. It did when people voted for Trump because they were protesting because Bernie Sanders wasn't the candidate.
Right.
And
were
look what
really
happened to the
upset.
country. So
You couldn't talk to anybody. They were willing to let Trump go back in.
exactly. Stone Marble says, I can't wait to watch the show. Ooh, we're gonna sell
Thank you,
tickets.
Stone.
Thank you, Stone. Yard Worky, will Bannon be thrown in jail if he doesn't answer questions from the subpoena? Will Giuliani also receive a subpoena to testify?
Yes. Giuliani is definitely.
I see Bannon
Giuliani,
arrested.
see fighting because he's got nothing left to fight.
Why am I seeing Bannon? My guides are showing me too, Bannon being held in contempt of court, even not contempt of Congress, but also contempt of court.
I always see Bannon in jail.
And I understand too that a lot of the protesters or the insurrectionists on that day are now like crying when they get their sentences because they're thinking they were told that they would get a blanket pardon.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. John Allen, hi there. I would like to say you two are my favorite. It's an informative show.
Well, thank you.
My question is, where is Kamala? I don't have a clue. She's been pretty present. I don't know.
She's running around.
Well, if it's a tie in the Senate, she'll vote for the Dems. You know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me see here. This is a good one. We just talked about it. Maritza Cartagena.
Yeah.
Why can't the Democrats get their message out? What's holding them back from showing what they have done so effectively in so little time, with so much being thrown? What will it take for them to move forward and get the message out?
Right.
I think that, I do see them getting more cohesive and starting to at least use media to talk about the things they've done and the things they're going to do.
Right.
So my guide showed me that'll change. Let's see. Oh, this is a good one. This is D. What is the future, our punishments of Aaron Rodgers in the National Football League for misleading statements about his vaccination status?
And somebody was just talking about he needed to serve in the Navy where they teach you not to lie. And some people backed out of his sponsoring him. It's one thing to say, I don't believe in this thing and I'm not going to do it. It's another thing to lie
About it
and act like it's no big deal.
And then he's taking that ivermectin, and it's a horse dewormer or something. I mean,
and now they're looking at the team.
Wow.
So the team's going to get in trouble. So I see them holding on to him, but I'm almost feeling like he's so shamed he'll have to retire.
Somebody's also asking about the Fifth Circuit Court that Biden's mask mandate or vaccine mandate, they stated, in other words, that they put it on hold. That I don't know why they're very concerned.
Is that Biden or is that what do you call it?
Here, the Fifth Circuit Court blocked administration's vaccine
OSHA.
mandate.
OSHA. It's the guidelines with OSHA. So listen, apparently in 1903, they did the same thing with businesses to get them the smallpox vaccine.
Right.
And it went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, no, you have to get it.
Well, this was a Fifth Circuit Court, and what they did is they temporarily blocked the administration or Biden's vaccine mandate for, I think, companies over 100 employees. And then somebody asked, will it go to the Supreme Court? I don't know. I see that stay being removed at some point.
Yeah, if it does go to the Supreme Court, they'll win. The vaccines is not, the Supreme Court has already thrown out a whole bunch.
Right, exactly.
The Supreme Court's already thrown out those Maine nurses. a bunch of nurses in California. Everybody went to Supreme Court and they said, no, they said, they'll fire us. And they said, well, get fired then.
What I do see on the Fifth Circuit Court at some point, there's going to be more moderate judges and some liberal judges, so it won't be as conservative.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, here's a good one.
What?
The Houston Music Festival, where those people were.
Oh, wasn't that so sad?
Oh my God, that was terrible. I'm not religious, but I crossed myself for, oh God. People want to know what happened, and I'll let you handle it, but then I can answer it too.
Well, I feel that they're going to be in trouble because
Oh yeah.
people were yelling at them, please stop it. They were acting like they didn't know, but there was one guy on the side there. They were going up saying, can't you see there's people on the ground? There's a man dead. Please stop this show. And the guy kept pushing them out of the way. Like, don't bother me. I don't think the actual player up there knew, but
No,
see
he didn't.
the event people or whatever. I see trouble.
It's, it boils down to poor crowd control. I mean, this is not the first time this has happened where people have been suffocated and trampled. And, you have 50,000 people in a concert like that, and they're all smushed together. I mean, it's not rocket science to figure out. You've got to put barriers in between those people so that doesn't happen.
Right.
And I think what happened is parts of the crowd
know.
surged forward and people got killed.
I don't know where the last time you've been somewhere, but I've been to a concert or two since post-pandemic, but they're very good at making sure nobody is not sitting where they're supposed to be sitting. Apparently this was standing, but they look out for that.
There's got to be a way where they can just have, to stop the crowds from surging like that when it's standing, put chairs there. I don't know, but there's got to be a way. I mean, it was just poor crowd control is what it boiled down to.
Exactly.
And there's going to be a lot of lawsuits.
Oh, yeah. And there's a lot of injured too. It's not just the ones who've died.
And the families of those people who died and the ones who were injured, they're going to make some money on those lawsuits.
Just now when you mentioned it, so funny you mentioned it. Travis Scott says he'll cover funeral costs for the Astro World victims and help provide free mental services for those that need it.
Wow.
He's one of the
He was the rapper.
Girls that have the show. What are they? Kylie. The family that they had the sister that did a porn or something, and she became famous.
Oh yeah, I can't think of it, but
Kardashians.
Oh, Kardashian.
He's dating one of them.
Wow, poor him.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he knew until afterwards.
I don't think so either. But shame on that guy that stood there and told him to get lost.
That's horrible. I used to ice skate, and when we would skate in the exhibition, I can't skate anymore. I can, but I probably don't want to break the bone. But when you're out on the ice and you've got a whole audience in front of you and the spotlights are on you, you cannot see the audience. You're skating blind. All you see
is
So if he's on that stage and all those lights are on him, he can't. He did say somebody passed out here. He could see that. But he couldn't see that whole crowd because when those lights are on you, you're pretty much blind.
Yeah, because I've been on stage a lot and been in comedy and stuff, and you can't see. It's good for me because that way I'm performing in midair. I don't see the disgusting faces like, oh God, when is this woman over with?
I watched her comedy act the other night. I peed my pants. It was so funny. I was
Which
laughing.
one? One of my old ones?
Yeah, it was an old one, and it was really good.
Oh gosh, I get embarrassed.
The timing was perfect.
Anyway.
Oh, I like this one. Tony Gutierrez. Hi, Mel. Are cardinals messengers of the spirits? My sister, who is terminal with breast cancer, keeps seeing them looking in her living room. Is it our mom? Oh,
okay. What does she see again?
Her sister, who's terminally ill with breast cancer, keeps seeing cardinals looking in her living room, and they're asking, is it the spirit of their mom letting them know that mom's around? And I say, I
hear that about cardinals a lot.
They are. I see a lot of cardinals.
Messengers.
Right, they are messengers. So are hawks.
God bless her sweet family.
I know.
So sorry, because a sister, she's probably not
Tony, that's a great question. And when it's your sister's time to cross, the Cardinals are letting your sister know that your mother will come for her.
Yes. Yeah, the mom will definitely come. Hey, listen, did you get that picture I sent you, Mel?
Yes, I did.
Some people are asking about this gorgeous, nice Irishman that's been missing for 38 days. His name is, what is it, Keon? How do you say it in Irish?
I don't know.
Keon, Keon.
Keon.
Isn't
I
that the
will.
good word for John in American? Anyway.
I will say this much. I digress a little bit. Yeah, see, we both got it. I will digress a little bit. That laundry, what was his name? When you and I talked about that, we both felt a death vibration around him. And I felt
A
in a
death by
place where there was like
suicide.
Palms and
Yeah.
sand. He was in Florida. And so that was one we got right.
Right. Well, I didn't even know who these people were, and people were bugging me. What
Right.
happened to Gabby? And so finally I took a look. I looked at her, I said, oh, she's dead. Before they even found her body.
I'm
And
not
then
feeling no.
And then I said, the boyfriend did it and he will commit suicide.
Right. I
Bada
felt a
bing,
death
bada
vibration around him. I knew. But I saw where like it was palm sand and stuff. That just being the state where he was, like Florida. I said Florida. And they did find him in Florida, I think.
Yeah, they did.
He was underwater because I think that had flooded or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm not getting a life force around this Irish man in Wyoming that went missing.
Been missing for 38 days. The mother says she knows he's probably not alive.
He's not.
But she said they'd like something so they could basically bury a piece of bone or whatever's left. But will they find him? Will they find at least his body?
They'll find remains.
Murdered. I don't think he was murdered.
No, I don't feel murdered. I feel it was, I don't know if he was injured or, sometimes if you're out there hiking like that and you lose your way, people die of dehydration, or if you're injured. I felt there's some sort of injury, but it wasn't murder.
Doesn't feel murdered. I got to tell you that one time this lady wrote me and said she was a friend of the family. And this woman had parked her car and had gone off hiking. She normally did that all the time, never came back. So the police showed up, they checked the car, they checked the trails, they can't find her. So I think about 2 weeks had passed. And so she said, Linda, what's the news? And I said, oh, she's still alive. I said, but she's barely hanging in there. She's injured. She's very injured. She can't get up and walk out. I said, keep looking. And they brought a helicopter and there she was. She had fallen down some sort of hill and broke her leg. Fortunately, she was near water, so she was able to drink out of the water to keep blasting. They found her just in the nick of time. But isn't that weird? I said she's still alive. But Keon, I'm not feeling.
No, I'm not feeling it either. I worked on a case, a lot of missing persons cases, but there was one when that tsunami hit Phuket on PP Don, and the family came to me because their son, this lady's son, was there and he went missing. And I said, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling that he's alive. I said, I see him in one of the morgues. And she said, we've checked every one of them. I said, you need to check because here's where he was washed up. Here's where they found him. I drew a picture and he's in the morgue. And I said, you'll be able to tell by his swimming trunks. So their other son went back and he checked once again.
What was this at again?
That tsunami that hit Thailand.
Oh, that bad one. Oh, that was terrible.
And so the other son went back, he was looking through the morgue and he happened to see, some of the bodies were uncovered, these swimming trunks, and it was his brother. But somebody there told him where they had found those bodies. And it's kind of like where I described it.
Oh,
and
wow.
So they,
look,
what are your cards showing there, girl?
He definitely was injured, by the way.
He
was injured.
That was a death card, right? That you hold up?
No, it's a coffin. It's almost like a death card. But look, he's in a new beginning. Okay. But will they find him? I see them searching and searching. Yes,
They will,
eventually they'll find it.
they will find remains. You know, at the risk of getting too graphic, after a body has been out that long, you know, animals carry off parts of it, and typically they find bones. They might find a piece of a
That's what I
skull.
was saying, that I felt like they found even the jaw, that to know
Right.
that it was him.
Right. It's just very sad. He seems like a very nice young man.
Oh, they said he was a delight and could play, hand him any instrument, he could play it.
And by the way, it wasn't suicide.
No, it wasn't suicide.
It was, I'm feeling it was injury.
But you know, the guy that killed Gabby, I felt like he overdosed.
I couldn't pick up how he killed himself. I just knew that he did.
I see him overdosing or something.
I don't think they ever released it, did they? I don't even know.
Well, they couldn't figure it out. His body was so bad from being
Right.
underwater.
Okay, here's one. This is Patty, 1951. Can you comment on the population shift going on in California, where Christian right-wingers are relocating to more conservative states like Idaho?
I heard that about Idaho. Hold on, I got to close this door. Hold on one second. My friend.
Okay. Oh, here's a good one too. You'll like this one. We got great questions today.
1 second. I'm grabbing my tea too. Here we go. I'm busy redoing this house. It's going to look fab when I'm done.
You should take pictures. Take pictures before and after.
Okay. Okay.
Hey, did I hear you say you're going to do cooking?
Yes. I just got the lights changed. Well, the good news, it's so weird how spirit works. I needed to have a little brighter in there, and I had halogen, which apparently are burned too hot.
Yeah.
And
really
the guy, the electrician came today and he found the short, he redid it, and he put these lights in and they're way brighter.
What kind of camera are you going to use for your cooking show?
Just my iPhone.
Perfect. Let's do one together because I love to cook.
Oh yeah. How are we going to do it together?
I don't know.
We're
We'll
in
figure it out.
Chicago.
I don't know. We can Zoom it some way. I don't know.
Oh, maybe Zoom it.
Or we can film it, or and then kind of put it together.
Right.
Or maybe I'll come to California.
There you go.
Anyway, I love to cook as well. And so anyway, okay. The population shift in California, where the Christian right-wingers are relocating to more conservative states like Idaho. Is Idaho conservative? I don't know, but
I have some clients in Idaho. Yep, it's conservative. But a lot of people are moving to Idaho because the prices of homes.
I think that's why. I think it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But I guess if they're leaving California, that opens the door for more of us Democrats.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, shush, you
When
guys.
people become more radicalized, they genuinely feel Trump won. They tout freedom and guns, and their anger is palpable.
It's so sad.
It is sad. Well,
sad.
I see it getting a little worse before it gets better, but
Well, the astrologers talk about how the chart right now with the US is almost the same as the Civil War.
wow. Well, I do think we're kind
Separation.
of in a bloodless civil war because of the polarization going on.
Yeah.
And here's a really good one. Being part Comanche, you will like this one because I already know the answer to it, but are the predictions of Crazy Horse coming true?
Crazy Horse wasn't Comanche.
Oh, I know, but I don't know what he was, but I mean, being part indigenous.
I don't know what his predictions were.
I don't either, but I'm hearing, yes, they are coming true.
Okay. I'll have to look that up.
There's a book you can read. It's called Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee.
I have that book.
Oh, you got to read it. It's really,
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what this means. Hold on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Let me see here. Oh, this is funny. It has been reported that President Biden broke wind while chatting with Kamala at the GOP 26 summit. Was Diana laughing on the other side? Yeah, I'm sure that they were having a good laugh on that one.
What was it? What again?
It has been reported that President Biden broke wind
Oh,
while
I
chatting with.
wouldn't doubt if he did. The one who used to do it all the time was Trump, though.
No.
He's an old fart. You know what I'm saying?
All righty. Oh. Will individual Indigenous members of First Nations Ontario, Canada receive a few $1,000s from the Robinson-Huron Treaty lawsuit? I don't know what the Robinson-Huron Treaty lawsuit is, but my guides are telling me, yes, they will receive some money.
Okay.
The Indigenous members. So.
Now listen, here's one of his predictions. I like this. I see a time of 7 generations when all the colors of mankind will gather under the sacred tree of life, and the whole earth will become a new circle again. In that day, there will be among the Lakota who will carry knowledge and understanding of unity among all living things, and the young white ones will come to those of my people and ask for this wisdom. They're already doing that. I salute the light within your eyes where the whole universe dwells. For when you are at that center within you and I'm in that place within me, we shall be as one.
My whole body is chills.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm sensing his spirit. It's really strong.
And as it is, you know, people are starting to ask Indigenous tribes for their wisdom.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's beautiful.
Yeah. Did you say he was Lakota?
I didn't say, I said, I know he wasn't Comanche.
Oh, I thought it said Lakota. I'll look it up, but
no, they said he's Lakota. Yeah.
It is Lakota.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Mel and Linda G, amazing people you are. Well, thank you, Alex.
Thank you.
Silva. Can you talk about the UK, United Kingdom, and will there be another lockdown? Thank you so much.
I do not see another lockdown.
No, I don't either. Here's one, Sandra Sparapani. What about Matt Gaetz, the little weasel? Will he go to jail? Those were her words.
He's going, that's for sure.
I see the weasel locked up. Okay.
You know what I just got a hit on? I see people standing around like this guy Gates and Margaret Green and all these people, almost like they're not going to touch us. And then all of a sudden it's like they're being dragged off. And they're like, you can't do this to me. It's going to be a cluster, you know what. And I see all kinds of, I'm telling you, people were so sick of waiting. Pretty soon their plates will be full. But remember, we can't be gleeful in justice coming for them. We can't be gleeful, but it'll be good to see that justice will take place.
Well, I'm kind of taking perverse pleasure in seeing them getting their comeuppance.
And then I see Trump going down. It might be politically, it might be because of some of the money he's stolen. I've often felt it was money that would take him down.
Oh, absolutely.
But I see him going down, and when he's gone, there's really no one to replace him.
Right. But there's something you said, though. It was last summer of 2020. And you said, I just had this vision, and I'm going to put on my YouTube channel, your words were, that Trump is going to treason. You said treason.
Treason. He committed treason.
He committed treason. Okay. Now let's skip to January the 6th.
That's
the insurrection. That stuff was treasonous.
That's
and
treason.
I think that's what you were seeing.
Yeah, I felt treason, that he had committed treason. But here's the weird thing. Then remember this, you guys. He always manages, when he does something wrong, to shake it off on other people.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, well, how would I know? Or Giuliani did that, or whatever.
Right.
So, but I feel like he's not going to get away with it. And again, I see money just leaving. Oh, sorry.
That's
My
all right.
partner's here.
Um, let me see here. I can't think of the guy's name in Wisconsin, that boy that shot that 17-year-old that shot those people.
Oh, yeah. What is his name?
I can't think. Is it Rittenhouse? I
Got
can't.
that baby face. It's such a shame because he was raised that way. He's a little.
Well, people want to know two things. One, will they indict his mother for allowing a minor to have a weapon like that and taking him over state lines?
He wasn't a minor though.
I thought he was 17.
Was he 17 when he did that?
I don't know. That's what but the other thing is, will he be convicted?
I see two. So I see they might, because of that judge being such a white supremacist, they might either not come to a conclusion and do it again, and this time he gets convicted, something like that. But I see two pass. I don't see the mother getting hit on anything.
I see him getting convicted on at least two different charges or two different counts. Yeah. But I think at some point,
state with a gun. Hello.
I think it's something.
A Democrat coming out of state with a gun and shooting a couple of reputes.
Oh my God!
God, hang them up.
If that had been a person of color or somebody who's Spanish speaking who had done that, they would have been sent away forever.
Yeah.
But you know what? I'm seeing that there's going to be inquiries and some kind of probes into the judge on that case.
Oh, he's in trouble. I can tell you that much.
Yep. That's what I'm seeing
He's
too.
in trouble, my friend.
Will the USA top billionaires reach out to help in large numbers, housing, food, etc., and charities? Some say they are hesitant because they don't want to lose their status as richest person. There are many wealthy people that do, altruistic work.
Yeah. Somebody just gave, the guy from Amazon just gave a lot of money to homelessness or something.
Right.
So now they're starting to give money away because they know we're on them.
Exactly. And a lot of them like to see their name in the paper too, like to put their name in plaques or what they've done. Oh, this was a good one. Patty Rocco. Hola, beautiful souls. I just wanted to say, just thank you both for all you do. Happy holidays. Sending much love from Chicago.
Oh, thank you, Patty.
And by the way, for those of you who don't believe in climate change, yesterday it was 65 degrees and today it's 65 degrees in November. I can't remember when it's been that warm in Chicago.
It's been a little chilly here.
Oh, wow.
But we're going to have a good storm tonight. So the sun is out beautiful and then we got a storm coming.
Okay, this is Annie M. Hi, Mel and I. Love you both. Well, we love you too. Yeah. I'm worried about the fate of America and that of our democracy. Do you see things getting better where we are truly United States, or will the division continue to rip us apart?
I see. Okay, it's not going to happen overnight, you guys. But I do see us coming together like what's his name just said. Chief Joe chasing horse.
Crazy horse.
Crazy horse. I think we will sit all in one, but it's because of our youth coming in.
Right.
Our youth coming in. So the healing will take place, but it's slowly but sure. Look at what even was 100 years ago. Oh my God, the treatment of anyone of a separate color was terrible.
Well, somebody had said that they wanted to go back to the good old days, like it was years ago. And she says she feels very hopeless. She said she's 70 and it's not the America she grew up in. She says, I despise all Trumpsters for destroying our country. They're not patriots. They hate Americans. But here's what I responded. I said, their hate doesn't have to become our hate.
Exactly.
Our fear should motivate us to stop hate, bigotry, racism, injustice, and lies. If we hate them, then we're just as guilty as they are.
That's what my guys told me one time when I was doing my readings. And they said, tell everybody to calm down on Trump. Because in that anguish and anxiety and that hatred, we only hurt ourselves. It really does nothing to him. It puts us in a state of resistance. So we've got to learn to lay back and allow and know that justice is coming.
I haven't seen this country this polarized in my lifetime, and I think we are already kind
We've
of in
been
a
here for a
bloodless.
few years. What are you, 32? I'm 36.
Right, exactly. We've been here for a while.
We've watched some stuff, yeah. But listen, baby, I've got to go only because I've got Andre coming up.
Oh, okay. All right, my dear.
And I was
let
already
me-
running late with you, so I'm so sorry.
Don't,
But I'm
don't
going to
worry.
be on your show next
Next Monday.
Monday.
Let me just top it off with this. I just said, people say they want to go back 50 years ago. No. I don't want to go back there because back then segregation, bigotry, and prejudice were common. I grew up in the South and I saw signs that said whites only.
Right.
And I lived through that. And I think
Right.
we've come a long way.
Well, listen, not even 2, 3, well, I can't remember, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, my sister and I went on a quest. We had something to do in Tennessee, and I thought I'd go ahead and look up my kinfolk, my gravesite for my great granddaddy in Mississippi. And no joke, nothing but those big trucks with Confederate flags.
Oh, yeah.
It was kind of scary.
Yep. I grew up with that. So
Yeah.
we have come a long way. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Well, I love you, my friend.
it's been love you too. It was really good today. The energies were strong.
Wasn't the energy good? I mean, I woke up feeling a lot happier today.
Me too. I tore I got an inflamed
Oh,
tendon.
there he goes again. Oh, wait. Okay, go ahead. No, I'm
I don't know. But I went to the doctor and they gave me a steroid pack and she says,
did that help?
she says, oh yeah, she's gonna make you feel great. I said, oh my God, I feel like Superman.
Oh, good. Now you can cook and clean and paint the house.
Well, I've got this this Frankenstein boot on my foot so I can hobble around.
I know. Oh, poor thing.
Anyway.
Oh, my friend. And it's a shame. What are you, 32? I'm 36. I mean,
I know at 32, it
going
seems like
through
it
all
should
this.
happen.
All right, sweetheart.
Love you.
Love you too.
Next
Talk to
week.
you on Monday.
All right. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye.